Welcome in, everybody. It is The Drive. Greetings, salutations on a feel-good Friday. We are live and ready to rock and roll for you. Got a good show on tap for you. Digging deep in the voice chamber this morning. Devin, Dixon, Paulie Ratliff, T.A. Tara Atkin, and what's good, everybody, as Paulie likes to say. What's good, everybody?
Yeah.
That's right. What's good?
Dang it, you're rubbing off on me. I cannot start talking like Paul.
I know. That's when you start going downhill.
Yeah. It's the beginning of the end.
It is.
Yeah. It's time to put you in a home.
I did not want to. I hit snooze a few times this morning. Late. I get so razzed up during basketball games. You know, you go home a little after 10. I just could not turn the thinking cap off last night about Utah Tech basketball. A short-handed dub last night. Probably the most short-handed team I've ever seen in 20-plus years. They only dressed 8.
Yeah.
Dang.
That was pretty big.
Like, college basketball, I mean, we've seen some teams have guys foul out. We've seen lots of injuries, but that's pretty short. I don't remember that few of guys available for John Judkins. And, you know, Hunter Shank, Boston Harker, you know, guys that have played, but they're redshirting this year. One medical, one not. Tanner Davis out with a concussion. Dario Domingos out with a one-game suspension.
Yeah.
Marvell Allen no longer with the team. Really, you had your starting 5, and then you had Dallin Grant, Preston Vandermind, and then you had Toby Aribi.
Yeah.
And those 3 guys, Toby's played a little bit. In fact, he was a starter most of the year last year.
Correct.
On that 7-win team, but he's a role player coming off the bench on this year's team. And those guys dug deep. They made it a little more interesting than they probably needed to in crunch time, Paulie.
I would agree. I mean, it kind of got tight, as they would say, in the later stretches of the game. Hubbard had an amazing game. Newton had an amazing game for a while. Yeah, Sebo.
Have you ever heard somebody named Sebo before?
No, and that spelling.
CBO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not C3PO, CBO. It's not a Star Wars character.
Not a Star Wars character. A Abilene Christian Wildcat. And he played 33 minutes and scored 27 points. So he was hot for the Wildcats, who played a lot of guys. Off the bench, they played 7 other players. So it was kind of clear what they were trying to do to Utah Tech. Fatigue the Trailblazers, get out and run. Coach Judkins referenced that in the post game, that they knew they were shorthanded, so they were trying to run on them a little bit, kind of tire them out, and it didn't work. Utah Tech was still able, behind 25 points from Ethan Potter, 24 points from Chance Trujillo, the hero.
Yes.
And he's really starting to heat up. He's really kind of starting last night, normally a 6-man in the latest rotations, but last night a starter, and he performed really well as well.
Yeah, 4 guys in double figures. Potter had the hook going.
Yeah, the baby hook.
Oh,
yeah.
it
11 of 14 from the field, and a lot of those were hooks.
It didn't matter if it was the baby hook from 6 feet out, if it was the baseline 12-foot hook, if it was the right or the left hand. I mean, I think he hit a 15-foot hook shot yesterday. Like, that is a talent. Like, not everybody has that in their repertoire.
Yeah.
Not everybody can hit a hook shot. In fact, it was kind of funny. I'm walking out of the arena. I've just signed off on my portion of the post game. It's 85-81. Trailblazers beat Abilene Christian. And we referenced it yesterday during the show in the game last night. It was just mere 5 years ago, Abilene Christian was upsetting the University of Texas in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, they were 7-0 in the Burns Arena. They had a lot of success coming to St. George and winning on the road.
Yeah.
And they don't do it this time. Utah Tech prevails again 85-81. But Dallin Grant, I was talking to Dallin after the game for just a split second, and I was like, I thought he might get a little bit more run, but good to see you out there, because he hasn't been playing at all. There's been games he's been, not in the lineup whatsoever with a did not play next to his name.
Yeah.
And he only got, I think, 3 or 4 minutes last night, but came in, gave him some energy, had a bucket, just tried to provide a little spark. got a foul. And so I was like, hey, good to see you out there. It's been a while, DG. And he said, hey, how about my guy EP? I mean, he's playing the 4 behind Ethan Potter.
That's right.
Like, so let's not forget, Dallin was a great high school basketball player at Cedar High School, won a state championship, went to Utah State, redshirted, then decided, you know what, I want to go play sooner rather than later. Came down here for Coach Judkins, and this is his second season with the Trailblazers. He's still got his junior and senior year coming up, and we know this is Potter's last year.
Yeah.
So there's some excitement there. He's kind of waiting and biding his time behind a really good player. I mean, Ethan Potter has won the Conference Player of the Week award 4 times. That's a record for Utah Tech basketball. And, of course, he wants a 5th after last night's performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
I
mentioned
think he's on track for it. So
the only chink in the armor at all was he airballed the 3-pointer last night. Sorry, EP, but he kind of rushed it. It was straight away. I was like, he's really heat checking and he missed it. Stick with the hook shot.
Yeah.
Stick with the hook shot. 85-81. Got a clip from the game last night. Great action. There was some big plays. Of course, Noah Belonga had a dunk. Trujillo hits not 1, not 2, not 3, not 5, 6 3-pointers.
Wow.
6 nets on fire threes
I think we got
last
one.
night. And here is one of those buckets from Chance.
Now 27 his last 31 from range. Trying again. Yes, sir. Chance. Heating up.
It's really quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if the volume's a little low there or what, but Rod Zundel on the call. That was the ESPN Plus call. We have the radio call. We just don't know where that plays at. And Paul smiles.
I know.
Yeah, we don't know where the play's at.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We're going to make it through the show.
Yeah, we will. We will. You know, it's okay. I don't need to hear myself. I'm pretty nasally anyway.
I think your call would have been better, though.
Oh.
I think we
you,
would have
Tara.
gotten a Trujillo the hero.
I did say it once last night on
I
the
know,
broadcast.
you
That's
said
my
it.
favorite. I
I
love
only
it.
said it once, though. You can't.
Oh,
you can't
can't overdo it.
Oversaturate.
You can't oversaturate. You got to let it breathe. You can use it once in a while.
Yeah.
The moment. I think it was like on his third 3
or something.
Yeah. But by the time he hit 6, it's just another play because he was just locked in last night.
Yeah, he was.
And you know, what I love is I always know where Chance Trujillo's family is. They all got Trujillo shirts on, rocking number 2 in the Burns Arena.
Nice.
Yeah. Grandpa, aunts, uncles, mom, dad, you know, little.
He's got a nice cheering section.
100%. What a great get from Snow College. Andrew did a really good job grooming him. He had a huge year last year. Juddy goes and gets him. And I you know, if you start talking about who the most important player on the Utah Tech team is, he's in the conversation. You probably still land on Ethan Potter.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Chance
I
brings
don't
that
want to
spark.
underestimate this is a total team effort. I don't want to undersell how important Trujillo has been. Juice Holt at the point guard, not his natural position has been. Noah Belonga. Here's the thing I love about Belonga lately. His shot selection, 5 of 9 last night, 1 of 3 from downtown. He only took 1 bad 3. I'll live with that.
Been under control more lately, I would say. Yeah, for sure.
We're going to talk a lot of Utah Tech basketball today because John Judkins is going to stop by the show second hour.
Oh, good.
Guess who they play tomorrow night? It's the
UU.
feud on 15.
There it
Yeah.
is.
It's the...
Battle of the Axe on the court.
That's
There it
right.
is.
It's
She
the...
got Red Rock Rumble.
All
Oh,
right.
the Red Rock Rumble.
It's the-
Oh.
It's the
Color Country Clash.
That's right. We did this a few years ago with all the names.
We put it up on the poll.
Yeah.
We came up with, I don't know, 4 or 5 of the rivalry. Because, like, the old Hammer rivalry I can live with, Utah Valley versus the old Hammer rivalry. I mean, that's the battle for the axe.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's pretty good.
The battle for the axe. It's okay, but we wanted to give our own flair to the budding rivalry that is SUU and Utah Tech. Because look, like, it wasn't a rivalry. Remember when Delane Fitzgerald came on the show?
Yes.
When he first got hired.
Fitz, yeah.
You weren't around when he first came.
Oh, when he first came on, but
it's not a rivalry.
yeah.
You got to have winning programs. You got to have sellout crowds. It's
I
not
was
a
too
rivalry.
on that one.
I don't think so.
That was
really?
4 years ago.
Oh, 4 years. Oh, never mind.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
But he still said it the first time he came on.
Well, he reminds us quite
Yeah,
often.
this year,
You're
yeah.
not wrong. You're not wrong.
That's right.
But the
You were
very
definitely on with us after they played SUU this year, and I think he said again.
Well, and
it's not
before
a
they played
rivalry.
SUU.
And before they played SUU.
Because afterwards, then he said, like, he had the Freudian slip, as he called it. Because I
Oh,
was like,
that's
did I
right.
just hear you call it a huge rivalry?
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Yeah, in a rivalry game, and then you called him, and you're like, "It's a rivalry, coach."
yeah. I do remember that.
But yeah, as far as
we
like,
want it to be a bigger rivalry.
We want
it to be
Let's all
big,
be
yeah.
honest. It's a budding, growing rivalry. But to say it's not a rivalry right now is just the way you're positioning. It's just your sales angle. It's just your opinion, and I'm fine with however coach wants to spin it.
they got to get a better trophy for that game, though. That little tiny axe. Like I'm looking at
They
some
need
of the
like
best
a Paul
trophy
Bunyan
games. Yeah,
axe,
that
like one of those big
Paul
huge
Bunyan
one?
trophy, the
Like something
territorial
out of-
cup,
something out of like Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
A big axe. They get their name etched into the handle, kind of like the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be cool. That'd be cool
Maybe
indeed.
Keep a record.
Maybe we should work on a Fan Sports Network traveling additional trophy case axe.
I mean, the golden egg, the Paul Bunyan trophy.
We have one of the most creative people in the world, Tara. One of the second most creative people in the world, Devin. And we have Paul,
the idea guy.
who's kind of started this whole idea guy. He's not an execution guy.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I leave for you.
Yeah, but Tara, I think if we put her on this,
She'll get it done.
we
I
could
could come
have
up
an
with something
axe by Saturday night, maybe.
She's a doer.
Now,
she
it might be a
is.
temporary axe till the real axe is built or
Yeah.
arrives. I mean, I got to believe Tara knows some welders and some construction, some metal guys.
Yeah,
I do.
She's been here like 30 or 20 something years.
Well,
so
you
she
know,
knows.
she's
Yeah.
from Idaho, so Idaho people, they get stuff done.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're kind of like Washingtonians and Utahns.
They're
They just,
work.
they just
Yeah.
get stuff done.
They're resourceful.
Why can't your dad's shop make us this axe?
Oh yeah, we could.
Now, where is your idea guy there? How did I have to come up with that
That's
one?
right. I mean, if you wanted out,
Doesn't he do that kind of
He
stuff?
does,
Builds like
yes.
missiles or something?
not missiles.
What does he
Missiles.
build? What does he build?
He builds
machinery.
stuff for NASA, stuff for the military, not missiles though.
But
Like,
if you said, Big John,
yeah, we need a new trophy. out
Tara
here.
and I, along with Devin, had an idea. We need
Okay.
a traveling battle axe.
Okay,
Could he mill it for us?
he could mill it for us.
He's retired. He's got time on his hands.
He doesn't mill it, but he'll tell someone to mill it.
To mill it, yeah. Delegation at its
Shit,
finest.
That's
you know?
right.
Shipped.
He hasn't run a machine in like 30 years, but he can definitely make it get done.
Okay, just an idea from not the idea guy. Just,
Right.
just saying. Just saying.
Using my resources.
That's
there
right.
you go, buddy.
Tech wins. Well, I can't believe the idea guy. I didn't think of that idea. And
Well-
you know, you worked in your dad's shop. You
I
know
did.
if this is doable or not.
Yeah. It's doable. It's definitely doable. We can get a nice looking metal axe out here.
Nice.
Metal? Can we have?
It's a metal machine shop, so I think it'd have to be
it'd be
metal.
the whole thing would have to be metal.
Metal.
Okay.
We could do copper. We could do a precious metal. It would cost
Ooh.
more, but you know,
Ooh.
yeah.
Well, could we do something with the color country, like a tint of red?
Yeah.
Anything can be painted or powder coated, so we could paint it whatever color we want.
The powder coat.
Yeah, we can do powder
Tara
coat.
wants a hot pink.
Yeah.
No.
No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Not a pink girl, really. I don't think.
I'm thinking more like Lord of the Rings, like some gold with like red etching and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that. Both teams have red in their color.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering how we could keep a tally. Like one side of the handle has Utah Tech or Trailblazer, the other side has Thunderbirds, T-Birds, whatever you want to put on
Yeah.
there. Room for notching wins, and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
all-time head-to-head history, which goes back a long,
long
time.
time.
The only time I've ever used my dad's shop for
He got kicked out
my
because he
own
screwed
game.
something up.
No,
Yeah, he broke
like
something.
for a friend or for family or for whatever. Like at the frat house, we needed a new sink in our party room. It was a big sink, and my dad milled the sink and bent the corners and did all that. And I brought it up there, and you would have thought I was the king of the castle, because we had a leaky sink that was causing mold under the counter. And my dad made this amazing aluminum sink, fit it right in there, and man, I was the toast of the town for a while. But
And
that's
you
the
did
only
nothing.
time
You did nothing.
I did
But
nothing.
you didn't do it. Yeah, you
I
said the
didn't
only
do it.
time I used my dad's shop.
I delivered it, so I picked it up and delivered. But
How long did you work in this said shop?
from when I was 16 till when I left, so like 23, 22.
So you could actually mill this.
No. That's skilled work. I was doing like cleaning parts and irridating and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
That was easy.
All right, so there's the big idea for the show today.
There we go. We got an idea.
Yeah.
They have, let the universities kind of do what they want with the rivalry. We just hand that to John Judkins, and he hands it off to Coach Jeter, and Jeter back to Judkins, and whoever wins, Delane and Anderson, it's a pass back and forth, whatever. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
We'll take the Silver Surfer up there and deliver it to the winner ourselves.
I like
if
how
we
that's
have to.
catching on. I like that.
Yeah.
You're saying it too.
Well,
It's a cool name.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, I asked her, what's the name of your car?
Yeah.
I don't
She's
know
like,
yet.
I don't have a name
She
for my
doesn't have
car.
one. So I'm
Like
trying to make this happen.
a lot of people give their car.
something.
This am I off on this? I thought
Yeah.
lots
lot of people name their cars.
Yeah. Well, on
Old
Tesla, you
Billy
can actually put
or
your name in there.
Old Red, or people have I don't know. I'm trying to think what my dad called the old S10 Chevy. He had
You
something
remember that
for it.
car I had when I first got out here? I don't know if you remember, but I had like this 2-door Ford Explorer. It was like the weirdest. It wasn't a 4-door SUV. It was a 2-door.
It was like the little Blazers.
Yeah, kind of like the
2-door.
little Blazer. It was
Yeah.
a Ford Explorer Sport, they called it. And when I came out here, it had seen better days. I'll just put it that way. I don't know if you remember that car, but
Vaguely.
okay. All right.
Did it have a name?
I called it Little Red. Like that's what
Little
most of my
Red.
friends call it, because there was my fraternity brother had a car
'Cause
we
it's
called
mostly
Big
rust.
Red, so I was Little Red.
Little Red.
Yeah, Little Red.
Yeah. And he was probably $150, and you were probably $280 back then.
Yeah. No, I was probably in those days like 220.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Off and running on the drive today. We got a great show on tap for you today, but a little bit on last night's game. Trailblazers win it 85-81. We'll circle back to this game. About 8:20 second hour, Juddy will be on with us, and we'll preview the third meeting between Utah Tech at SUU, who's making the trip up to Cedar City on a Saturday night. So that game is a 6:30 tip tomorrow. And then, of course, they won't play the regular season finale back home until a week from tomorrow, Saturday, March 7th. And that'll be maybe for the number 1 seed.
yeah.
UVU barely won last night
Yeah.
to stay
Tight game.
to stay half game up. Utah Tech is clinched no worse than the 3rd seed in the upcoming WAC Vegas Conference Basketball Tournament after last night's W. Of course, SUU's jockeying for seeding there with a couple games to go as well. It's the rivalry game for the 3rd. We get 3 head-to-head feud on 15s. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Good win last night for Utah Tech. And thank everybody that helped pack the Burns. It wasn't a sellout crowd. There was still room for you. So if you didn't make it, we'd love to see you next Saturday. It's going to be senior night. They're going to be honoring a bunch of seniors, guys like Ethan Potter. So
Yeah.
we'd love to see a huge crowd. Utah Valley could be for the number 1 seed in WAC Vegas,
That's right.
which could be turned into a seed in the NC2A tournament, which Utah Tech has, of course, never been to.
And I've been following Kyle McDonald, WAC Hoops Nation, throughout this whole UVU, court proceedings.
I would call
but-
it a fiasco.
fiasco,
Yeah.
but that's not what this tweet's about. He says the race for the WAC regular season crown is down to 3 teams: Utah Valley 11-4, Utah Tech 11-5, and CBU 10-5. Here's what's left for each. Utah Valley is home to ACU, Abilene Christian.
Tomorrow.
They're at Southern Utah.
Yep.
And they're at Utah Tech to close out the season. Utah Tech only has 2 games remaining, at Southern Utah and home to Utah Valley. And then CBU is home to Tarleton State, home to Abilene Christian, and then they wrap up the season at Southern Utah. So those are the remaining schedules for the 3 contending teams. in the
SUU's
WAC.
kind of right in the middle of determining that race.
They are. If they can pull an upset, that would really help out their neighbors to the south in Utah Tech.
You know, this has been fun. Ben and I were talking after the game last night, and I've been doing off and on, I think it was my fourth different stint doing play-by-play for Utah Tech University over the years. And this is one of the funnest seasons, and it's been one of the funnest seasons to call home games. That is 6 wins in a row at home at the Burns Arena last night. Fun to call winning basketball.
It is.
There was a lot of years I remember, calling, basketball has been the one sport, though, Juddy, in the JUCO days, the D2 days. But, of course, last year was not a good year.
No.
Don't
year
forget,
before that wasn't
the last
good
couple
either.
years were rough.
Yeah, the last 2 years have been bad.
So this is exciting. Utah Tech making some noise last night in WAC hoop action. You mentioned the other 2 games. Utah Valley wins 79-72. They made some free throws to make it look like it was a cruise control 7-point win, but it was close throughout.
It's tight.
It was a 2-point game with about a minute and something left. And then Cal Bap did beat UT Arlington at home by 12, 68-56. So those are your finals. There was only really one big top 25 college basketball game last night.
Yeah.
That was Michigan State at Purdue.
Yeah.
And the Fighting Tom Izzos got it done by a bucket.
And actually, Utah Tech's current combatant in the Joey Lenardi's current bracketology is Purdue. That would who Utah Tech would be playing in the 15-2 matchup.
Yeah,
the latest projection, I'm just saying,
It'll be different. It'll be a different matchup by Monday.
But Purdue, they hadn't lost to Michigan State at home in some years, and it was an amazing comeback by Izzo and the fellas. Jeremy Fears is a player. I think that Michigan State, they're always that team people take to go way too far in the tournament just because Izzo's been to all these Final Fours. But this might be a year you could probably take Michigan State to go pretty deep in the NCAA tournament. I think they're a really well-rounded team. I watched most of that game last night and enjoyed every minute of it. That game came down to the final buzzer.
Yeah. By the way, Utah Tech women were in action last night, too, down at Abilene Christian, and they could not battle back and win. They lose 76-66 in that one. So the Abilene Christian Wildcat women's team, they're 11-4 in WAC play with the victory over Utah Tech. All right, got to take a break. We're off and running. We'll come back and give you another taste. We taped out, and we had our Region 9 Baseball Media Day this week. Want to give you another sample. Invite you to go to our website or our YouTube page and watch your favorite coach, your favorite team, your alma mater, your kid's school, or watch the whole thing. It's all up there where you can go back and watch it if you missed it. But when we come back, we'll give you a little taste of what Justin Abbott and the defending state champ Crimson Cliffs Mustangs had to say back on Wednesday. And again, if you're looking for Dixie, you're looking for Desert Hills, Pineview, Hurricane, Cedar, Snow Canyon, you can go right to our website, thefansportsnetwork.com, or our YouTube page. Just search The Fan Sports Network. Make sure you like us or subscribe, and you can keep up with all the latest and greatest live sporting events and media day coverage and much, much more. Quick break. We're off and running. Feel Good Friday from the Finley Hyundai Studios. Baseball Media Day. Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster here on the Fan Sports Network, coming at you on the live stream. Thanks for watching and listening. Crimson Cliffs Mustangs, state champs. You've built a nice little dynasty over there, Coach Abbott, and the boys will meet the players in just a second. Coach, how's it feel being champs again all offseason long? You kind of snuck in there as the 8th seed and dogpiled at Brucehurst Field, and that should give you a lot of momentum coming into this season.
Yeah, it gives us something to talk about. I felt like we played great baseball all year last year, but in May we talked about playing the best baseball that we can, and we had a lot of tests up until that point. It taught us a lot about how we need to approach the playoffs. And, these guys have been there before, and so I think that was a good thing for us, was to be able to have some experience from those guys going into that playoffs. And it didn't matter if we were the 1 seed or the 8 seed. RPI gets it right most of the time, but it doesn't matter to us. We just got to play good baseball right then and there. So.
We've been talking a little bit about it. The road to the state championship in 4A runs through Region 9, and it has since 2013.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Give us an overall preview for the club this year.
Yeah, love our guys. I mean, we've had some really good games. We're lucky to be able to play as many home games come January. Everybody from up north, wants to come down, and not just us. I mean, Desert Hills, Snow Canyon, Dixie, we're all packed together over the weekend. So gives us a good, preview of our guys and what we need to get better at, moving guys in different positions, adding some new guys to the lineup, and, inserting some things that we haven't inserted before. So, yeah, January and February has been good.
Well, Coach, you got a good handful of guys here with you that are returners, but tell me about some of the guys that have moved up into the system, going to be playing some varsity ball for you.
I was talking to these guys and their parents last night at our parent meeting. I feel like this is one of the most competitive groups of players that we've had at Crimson Cliffs as far as position-wise. I feel like we're deep everywhere. We're not, set in the lineup, and so we're going to mess around with some things. We're going to move some things around, but we've got some guys that can do some damage, offensively, and we've got some guys that can play really good defense, and our arms are in shape and doing a good job, so we'll see what happens.
Let's talk with the players. We'll come back to Coach Abbott and get some more final thoughts from him, but let's bring in Madden Smith, a.k.a. Dougie. And last time I was talking about you was on the football field. Yeah. You've had quite the run at Crimson Cliffs. How many rings you got now? 4?
Yeah, 4.
4 rings.
Yep.
One more for a whole hand of state championship rings.
Yeah, that'd be the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Thanos this thing.
Yeah.
Obviously you don't play a winter sport, do you?
No.
So you get a little break from football, but you're right into baseball as soon as football ends. What's that transition like for you now that you're a senior?
I mean, you get used to it for sure. Like sophomore year, a little different than normal, but like Abbott definitely helps, and Coach Wayne too. They make it so like transition's easy, and like we're gonna get it done. And like I might take longer than some other guys because I'm coming back from football, but they want to make me ready to go by season, and usually it works out.
Ideal football weight versus ideal baseball weight. How big of a difference is that?
I think I was 10 pounds more in football. I'm hoping to drop another 10, 15 for baseball. So
what are the plans post-high school? Since you played football, you played baseball, what are the plans?
I like them both, but I recently committed to Slick for baseball, and because that's what I want to do. I love baseball, so that's where I'll go after my mission.
What? Take us through the pitches. Anything new this year? What are you going to throw?
No, nothing new. We're just working on the changeup more. I didn't really throw it last year. We'll definitely develop that one. Maybe a splitter. We'll see if G decides that'll fit in the system.
But Justin's not going to let you throw a screwball or a knuckleball or anything crazy, right?
I think my other off speed works pretty good, so we don't need to dig that deep into the bag.
I love it. Thanks, Dougie. Let's pass the mic back to Cutter. Cutter, what's the goal for you this year, man? You had a good season last year, and now you're one of the leaders of this team, flying around the outfield. I know you want to hit for average and score a bunch of runs and swipe a bunch of bags, but have you set some personal goals?
Kind of just meet those again, maybe even excel a little bit. Maybe I'm trying to break 2 home runs this year, get 2 instead of 1. But if I can run into 2, that would be sweet.
Where'd you get the 1?
It was at Desert Hills. Or no, it was at Crimson versus Desert Hills. Yeah.
Now, you come from a basketball family, but you got a name
Yeah.
like you're a baseball family.
Yeah.
Cutter might be the best baseball name in the whole region. Is there a story on how you got your name?
There isn't. No, just kind of got it. I was supposed to be called Jeter, so Derek Jeter, but yeah, so
Mom ruled down on that one.
Mom just decided it, and that was the name. But yeah,
When you're not playing baseball, what are you doing?
hunting with Austin usually. We're out looking for deer, fishing, just doing whatever outdoors.
What's the best fishing spot here in southern Utah? There's a lot of them.
Ooh, depends on the year. But I'd say Gunlock or Sand Hollow is probably your two best.
Okay.
Uncle Hammer let you go on some of those big hunting trips yet?
Dude, I try to get him to, but he never lets me.
Come on, Hammer. Cutter wants to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to Mexico with my dad not too long ago. That was pretty fun.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk with Austin. Who's a better hunter, you or Cutter?
Cutter's killed more stuff, but I don't know. Up in Pine Valley, we're pretty close to each other, I'd say.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Now, you guys have that, but what's one thing the whole team does, like when you're not at the yard, that's kind of a team building exercise? What do you guys like to do together?
Basketball and like 8-foot hoop dunk ball. It's pretty competitive.
See, now that's
I'd
the
say,
stuff I used to
Yeah, that's fun stuff.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
If you want to take it to the next level, get in the wrestling room with garbage cans. That's what we used to do in the old days, too. You had to knee wrestle.
We got to try that. I don't know if I will let us do it during
It might be
season,
called
but
a road shoe or a road shoe.
like post
Somebody might end up with
celebration.
Tommy John surgery. Goals for you this year?
Goals. So last year I hit 360 with 2 home runs. This year I'm trying to hit 400 with 4 home runs.
Love it.
What have you been working on to try to accomplish that goal? Is it about, protecting the zone? Are you trying to, get better at gauging balls or strikes? What's kind of been the off-season thing for that?
This off season, most things I've been working on is just keeping my bat in the path as long as possible and just using more of my legs.
Bring it over here and talk with Quinn. Quinn, who's your biggest fan?
Biggest fans?
Yeah.
Probably got to be both my parents are about equal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will I hear them through my headsets at a home game?
Probably. Yeah. They're always yelling over something. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. What's winning the state championship been like this offseason going into your senior year?
it's made me feel like really more confident, just like overall with baseball and just like my lifestyle. But it's just like made me like, I don't know, like more with like the team. Like I feel like we're all more confident and just like we're all like just ready to play this season. I'm just ready to go at it. So try to recreate it.
Who's got the best mustache on the team? We got 3 in the back row here.
Well, mine's the only real one.
You
So
got pretty good. Yours is pretty thick. I'm just
yeah,
saying.
I'm the only one with a real mustache on the team, but I'll say
You
me
just go
probably.
with
Yeah,
yourself?
yeah.
You don't need to look.
No.
No. Madden, can you even grow one? Dude. Don't feel bad. I'm way north of 40 and I still have never had a mustache. Don't worry about it. That's right. Baby face forever. Who's keeping it light? Who's the guy around the clubhouse that's just keeping things light, telling jokes, making baseball fun?
Probably Mason Anderson. He's the one you guys always got to look out for. So
He's the prankster on the team.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, keep an eye out for Mason.
yeah. Gotta.
Let's go back to Coach Abbott for a second. Coach, I went to your signing day, and you got a new player that's committed to some JUCO back in the Midwest. Was it Bryce Valley?
Yeah, so Ricardo Navarro is
Yeah.
going to Northeast Community College in Norfolk, Nebraska.
Decided to come and play senior season with you guys. Any
Yeah.
other newcomers you're excited about? They're going to be helping you guys win another title. At least that's the goal, right?
Yeah, Jamin Yates, who's a sophomore, transferred in from American Fork. Jamin is, brings a lot to the team through freshman or through varsity as a freshman last year at American Fork. So throws a ton of strikes, really competitive, good at bat, plays first base a little bit. And then Sam Chappell moved in. He's committed to Utah Valley. He's a 2027. He's a junior. Middle infielder, outfield, good stick, works hard, And then Tyler Ransom also moved in from Idaho. He's a lefty junior committed to Texas A&M. So all 3 of those guys, we're still trying to work on Jamin a little bit. Jamin's a little quiet, but I think he's a sophomore. We've kind of just, he's a great kid, great teammate. But, all 3 of those guys have mixed in well. Like, they just seem to get along, understand the team concept, the culture of what we're trying to do. And so, anyway, all 3 of those guys have made a really big impact and will do so when the season starts. So
It
looking
sounds
forward to
like depth-wise, you're going to have a hard time filling out the lineup card on certain games.
It's going to be hard. It never is easy as a coach because you want to make sure, like, you're putting in guys, to succeed. You want to make sure that they're doing something for the next guy. But, the most important thing for us as a club is making sure that the guys that are in there on a daily basis understand that the guys that are role players are as important as those guys that get in every single day. Because I was talking to Kyle Boyer the other day. I thought what we did really well last year is we pinch hit, we pinch ran, we substituted defensively, we made really good pitching rotations and substitutions, and so that's not going to be any different than this year. Not based on the number of guys that we have, it's based on the talent that we have. And if we can put some guys in position to succeed and they know the role, I think that we're going to, on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, I feel like we're going to be pretty competitive. So we're looking forward to it.
Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. Coach Abbott, guys, thanks for coming in. We'll see you at the yard real soon, and good luck going trying to repeat.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks for having us, guys.
We'll take a break. When we come back, more teams to get to. It's our 2026 Region 9 Baseball Media Day. Desert Hill stops by after this timeout. Hey, we're back. Show today brought to you by Prime IV. Prime IV will have you feeling fantastic for the weekend. Get over there today or tomorrow if you want to take advantage of their February special before it ends tomorrow. That is a couples retreat. 2 Prime IVs. You get to sit back, relax, enjoy the massaging chairs, bunch of other cool stuff. Go check out all the details on the website, and it is just $250. That is it. That is it. You will be thanking me after. If you've never had an IV from Prime IV, you are missing out. In fact, it's every time my daughter has a big soccer tournament, leaves town, she's like, "Hey, Dad, can we go do the Prime IV?" She loves the energy that she gets from a Prime IV.
She's smart.
I know. And I didn't get her over there before the last soccer tournament. I ran out of time. Ran out of time. Devin, Pauly, Tara hanging out here in studio. Go to primevstg.com. Draft Combine. Anybody been watching the Draft Combine a little bit?
I have.
I've been catching the headlines, but I did watch probably about an hour of it last night while I was winding down. Hadn't had a lot of time, but some intriguing storylines. Certainly some big names are there. Some big names are skipping the Combine too. Obviously, there's trades to talk about in the NFL. There's quite a bit of buzz. The Titans sent Trevonde Sweat to the Jets, and the Jets send Jermaine Johnson back to the Titans. Of course, Johnson was drafted by the new Tennessee coach, Robert Saleh, and is in a contract year.
Yeah.
So his availability and estimation kind of makes sense. You know, people looking at price tags and, defensive schemes, and we're going to start seeing a few trades, it sounds like, during the Combine. Now, none of these trades, if we get more, can become official until the new league year starts in March.
Yes.
A lot of talk about A.J. Brown potential trade.
Yeah, I've seen some of those rumors. The cryptic kind of quote that Sirianni gave, whether he'd be back or not.
Yeah. I mean, my gut feeling is, look, AJ, his agent, they have a feel for what the potential trade market would be. They probably have some wish list destinations ready if needed.
Sure.
I don't know that Eagles general manager Howie Roseman is just going to start shopping Brown around. I don't think he'll listen to incoming offers. Although AJ Brown is now 29. But he has 4 1,000-yard seasons in 4 years as an Eagle. I mean, I don't know if Howie's going to shop them. I would think he would pick up the phone and listen if somebody called him and said, what would it take?
According to ESPN, he is the number 3 most intriguing trade candidate in the NFL.
Who's one?
Number 1 on this list specifically is Brian Thomas Jr. from the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
Who had a down year last year, but a lot of people still believe there's a lot of potential there. And he's still got 2 years on his rookie deal left. So really manageable $4.9 million cap hit. Another interesting trade candidate, Devon Achane, Jalen Waddle, a lot of the Dolphins expected, and Max Crosby make up the top 5. So those are the most intriguing trade prospects, according to ESPN.
The most interesting free agent situation for me is Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP, because John Snyder has not given any indication that he's going to franchise tag K9.
Paying top 5 running back money is normally not the best bet unless you have a Christian McCaffrey or someone of that level. I don't ever agree with paying running backs top 5 money.
Yeah, and I mean his value could not be higher.
It is. Yes.
Obviously with Charbonnet and the ACL, it's a big need for the Seattle Seahawks because Charbonnet is not going to be available until October, maybe even November.
But John might like a incoming draft prospect better than Kenneth Walker and paying him top 5 market.
We draft a running back almost every single draft, but this draft class, Seattle only has 4 draft picks.
Ooh, that's not good.
So But you look at what they've accomplished with the last couple of drafts and the Super Bowl championship, and that's okay. I mean, it's the 32nd pick in the first round. They have that pick and then 3 others. But, John has been a wizard at trading down. It would not surprise me if he trades down that first draft pick and picks up, a second rounder and a third rounder, so he has an extra pick. That would not shock me whatsoever. And then there you go. There's your extra pick where you could grab another running back, somewhere in the middle rounds. So,
yeah, I mean, you don't have to draft a running back with the 32nd pick. I mean, last year, here are some of the names that were drafted in the running back class. Cam Scattaboo, obviously Genty goes early, Travion Henderson, Omarion Hampton, Quinshawn Judkins. This was a stacked class.
They all had good years.
Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt for the Commanders had a pretty good year. R.J. Harvey, Kyle Monangai, Ollie Gordon. There was a lot of good running backs last year. So, can you get somebody
Fresh
that's
legs.
good or better than Kenneth Walker in the draft? I think yes. If you're the Seahawks, no need to pay Kenneth Walker and pay him based on the Super Bowl performance.
If you could tell me, here's the deal. Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker, his situation with the Seahawks, it's very interesting because if they decline to tag him, we've heard reports that the Chiefs are looming as an interested suitor.
I think there's going to be a lot of suitors.
Now, Andy Reid's history would tell you that Kansas City might be hesitant to do that. But the Chiefs, they talked with the Jets a lot before the trade deadline on a potential deal for Breece Hall. It looks like they might franchise tag Breece Hall in New York. Mm-hmm. But if Seattle could go draft Notre Dame's Jeremiah Love, that would be a way more economical way to adding depth to the running back room, but there's just no guarantee that you can do
that long.
You don't think he'll be there?
No, he's being mocked top 10.
I'm talking about the Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs, but they're not
at number 9.
At number 9. Okay, well,
a lot cheaper than trading for Kenneth or signing
Walker,
Kenneth Walker.
It is.
So I'm really interested to see where the market on Walker is going to end up being. And I think John's very savvy. He's going to wait this out. He's not going to be in a rush. If he was in a rush and he 100% wanted to keep K9, he would have lost leverage. Now he's got leverage. Now he's got, the rest of the league helping set the market, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting. So that's one of the fascinating things. Who have you seen at the Combine?
David Bailey impressed me, the Texas Tech edge rusher. Mm-hmm. He's a big fella, and he ran a 4.51, which was real impressive for someone of his size. Most of the edge rushers ran yesterday, linebackers. I like Sonny Styles, too. He had he's one of your Combine freak type guys. I think he set a bunch of records.
Arvell Reese, the other Buckeyes, turned some heads too, right?
So Sonny Styles, he's 6'5", the same as Calvin Johnson. He's 244 pounds, 3 pounds lighter than Derrick Henry. He had a 43.5-foot vert, same as Nate Robinson's of the NBA's max vert. A 4.46 40, same as Bijan Robinson. 135-inch broad jump is the same as Julio Jones. Ooh. This guy projects really well as your freak of the Combine, your Anthony Richardson, your whatever, of past years, because this dude literally is setting the Combine on fire right now.
I liked Caleb Banks, the defensive tackle.
Yeah.
He, 6'6", and he's like the third heaviest, 327 pounds, but he still hit like a 32-inch vertical jump.
Wow, impressive.
So, yeah, I was impressed with him, too.
I want to go back to Sonny Styles for a second. NFL Network put a side-by-side comparison with Ravens' Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
And Kyle Hamilton tweeted a picture of it and said, I just got brutally frame-mogged. Like he's basically calling out the NFL Network for the side-by-side look of his draft profile next to Ohio State prospect Sonny Styles. I guess he didn't like the comparison.
Well,
I don't know much about the word frame-mogged.
Yeah, me neither. But Sonny Styles probably flying up the charts higher than anybody based on just the Combine alone. He's gotten that nice bump that we've seen players of the past where if you run fast, jump high, do all the drills great, and you compare with some of these guys that he's comparing with, I think he is going to go higher than expected just because of this Combine repertoire that he put out.
Yeah. I'm looking up the true definition of frame mogged. It says internet slang rooted in looks maxing and gym subcultures that refers to having one's physical frame, shoulders, clavicles, posture, and overall build completely overshadowed or dominated by someone with more impressive, broader, or more aesthetic physique.
Okay.
So Hamilton's saying, I got frame mogged.
Okay. Hamilton not liking it. But it's fine. I'd like
Guess
to.
he's an alpha male.
Yeah, probably is. I mean, Sonny, he's obviously a great athlete, so I don't know why Hamilton taking such umbrage to that. Whatever.
I don't know.
I guess a big thing is like arm length.
Yes.
So they're grading him based on arm length too.
Well, Reuben Bain, if you remember him from the Miami run into the playoff and everything.
Yeah. 31 inches. He's like the shortest arms for the position.
In like 27 years.
Yeah.
So like they're saying that he might bump from an edge rusher down to a defensive tackle just because he's got such short arms. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yesterday was just the first on-field day, so we're really just getting fired up. You're going to have it all the way through the weekend.
Yeah.
With on-field stuff. The first couple days of the combine, it's the get to know. It's not the Wonderlic test anymore, but it's some kind of an IQ sports aptitude test. They've changed the name and they've changed the parameters of that, the interview process, all that stuff. But yesterday, we've got people on the field blazing that 40, doing all the stuff out there. There is a number of Utes and Cougars out in Indianapolis. I think is there 4 Utes?
I would say Fano,
Lomu, the linebacker. Barton,
Cody Barton, maybe.
Yep.
Or is it Lander Barton?
Lander.
At this point.
Cody's his older brother that played the U. He was drafted by the Seahawks, and now wasn't he with the Commanders?
He was for a year, but I don't know where he's at now.
Yeah. So, but diehard NFL fans, watching the combine.
I mean, the NFL does it real strategically. They have the combine to wet your whistle. Then they've got the legal tampering period, which is the kind of the pre appetizer to free agency.
Sure.
Then you got full blown free agency. Then you got the draft. Then you got mini camp. Then you got training camp. Then you got preseason. Then games.
24/7, 365.
24/7.
Yep.
Never sleeps.
Who was the guy that Zane Durant? He's the Penn State D lineman. I was watching last night. They were talking about him because he ran so fast at the 40-yard dash. And the note on the Penn State D lineman is only 3 players since 2005 have ran faster 40-yard dashes at 290 plus pounds.
Wow.
Mario Williams, Teron Armstead, and Lane Johnson. Those are the only 3 NFLers that ran a better combine 40 time than Penn State's Zane Durant yesterday.
Wow.
So
That's impressive.
That is.
290. Paulie, put that in comparison. What would you run the 40 in? Like 6'7"?
I'd be in the 6s probably at this point, I would assume. Yeah.
At this point, what was your best?
Runaway train never coming back.
5'2" or something like that.
Oh, I love it. Hour 1 of the books. We'll get you some headlines. John Judkins joins us second hour. Stick around. It is The Drive on the Fan Sports Network from the Findlay Hyundai Studios. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is The Drive, hanging out here in the Finley Hyundai Studios. Good to have you in on your feel-good Friday morning. Thanks for locking us in, loading us up. Show today brought to you by One Health. One Health now accepting families, no matter how young, how old. Great option if you want one doctor for the whole family. Family medicine. One doctor who knows the whole family. Cares about you, your health, compassion, connection. It's not rushed. It's more like old school family doctor care at One Health in St. George. Excited to have them on board as a sponsor of The Drive every morning. Devin, Dixon, Paul, Ratliff, Tara, Atkin. John Judkins is going to join us in about 20 minutes from right now. But let's get you all the latest and greatest and kind of get you what's going on and what you might be talking about today around the job site or the water cooler or wherever your Friday is taking you. Maybe it's the putting green or the golf course or the pickleball courts. It's what's trending. We're not going to get lost in the weeds, but I do want to mention if you missed the first part of the show where we spent a lot of time, had some highlights for you. Utah Tech does win last night, 85-81. That's 6 straight wins at home. They stay a half game back of UVU, sitting in second place in the latest WAC standings. And again, Juddy coming up here in about 20 minutes. Other headlines out there. If you missed it, we had our high school baseball media day earlier this week. You can go back to our website. You can watch your favorite team, your alma mater, your kid's school, your niece's nephew's school, your grandkid's school, whatever. If you have a high school baseball player at Cedar, Hurricane, Pineview, Crimson, Dixie, Desert Hills, Snow Canyon, you want to go see what's going on, get a preview for the season, then just head over to the website where Carson Hunt was tabbed as the preseason MVP and the defending state champ Crimson Cliffs Mustangs were the preseason favorite pick to win the Region 9 title. They did not win the Region 9 title last year. Neither did Snow Canyon. They were both 8-4 in region, but they played for the state championship. Co-region champs last spring, if you remember, was Desert Hills and Dixie. So that's how loaded the top of Region 9 standings were last year as they went 1-2. And a non-Region 9 team has not won a state championship since Grantsville back in the 2013 season. Wow. I'm going to keep talking about that until they don't win a state championship. And odds are, again, a Region 9 team is going to win another state championship this year in baseball. So go check that out. A lot of fun to bring you that every year leading up to our fall sports, our winter sports, and our spring sports coverage here on the Fan Sports Network. Other headlines.
I got one.
Oh, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah.
You're back. Welcome back.
I'm back. And I had it pulled up, and now it's gone. But it was a good one.
Oh, my gosh. I got one. Now I don't have one.
No, I got one. Here it is. Right now, the Power 4 Conference commissioners are expected to join dozens of sports celebrities and dignitaries on March 6th at the White House in a roundtable discussion with President Donald Trump about the future of college athletics. Multiple sources confirmed to ESPN on Thursday. President Trump will chair the group. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and New York Yankees President Randy Levine are listed as vice chairs. According to a source who provided a list, about 35 people received invitations. Some of the invitees include golfer Tiger Woods, former football coaches Nick Saban, Mac Brown, and Urban Meyer, obviously former Ute head coach, former Secretary of State and College Football Playoff Selection Committee chair member Condoleezza Rice, Adam Silver, the president of Fox Sports, Eric Shanks, among many others. So
Tim Tebow will be there.
Tim Tebow will be there. Florida State football player Charlie Ward, chancellors of multiple schools. This sounds like a pretty big deal.
Are you going to watch this?
I'm not going to watch, but I want to see what happens. You'll
read the recap.
Yes, I want to read the recap of what happens from this.
Okay. Interesting.
A lot of big names, a lot of good minds in that room. I think maybe they could come to some kind of solution.
I mean, it took you a while to get going with the headline, but a good headline. A good headline.
Yeah, there we go. I'm firing on all cylinders now.
Yeah. Ace Bailey.
Yeah.
Better performance from Ace last night. 23 points for the rookie for the Utah Jazz, but it was not enough as the Jazz lost to the Pellies at home, 129-118. Bryce Sensabaugh has been playing some meaningful, good minutes, 20 points off the bench for the Jazz. Guess what? They've dropped 4 in a row. I know, shocking news.
Yeah.
The teams will rematch each other tomorrow. So off day today, same 2 teams meet again tomorrow. I don't know how I feel about that. You see that more and more nowadays in the association. It does cut down expenses. I think the owners probably enjoy that a little bit.
Sure.
Cost-saving mechanism there.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give the headline, and then you can talk about it because you two are going to this game tonight, the Utah Mammoth game. You guys are heading up I-15. You guys are crazy. And they're hosting the Minnesota Wild, though, so a really good team coming in right now. And they're starting a 6-game homestand post-Olympic break. Yeah. And Utah, of course, coming off a loss to Colorado the other night.
Yeah, came off a loss to Colorado the other night, and the Wild last night defeated the Avalanche 5-2, but behind 2 goals from American hero Matt Boldy. They are taking on obviously the Mammoth tonight at the Delta Center, and right now the current line on the game, the Mammoth are favored. Minus 135 for Utah, plus 114 going the other way for the Minnesota Wild. Some of the key players on the Wild, obviously USA team member Quinn Hughes on the D-Corps, as well as Kirill the Thrill Kaprizov, 38 goals, 40 assists, 72 points on the season for Kirill. So someone they'll have to contain tonight. I think it'll be a really fun game. Utah is 17-9-2 at home. They're a really good home team. So I think this will be a fun game. Could go to overtime, realistically.
Yeah, I agree.
They can win.
I agree, which would make the trip home about, 3 a.m. goes to overtime?
Yeah, we've had a couple overtimers.
4:30 a.m., yep.
Good news is you don't have to come straight to the studio.
Right.
You can go home and sleep in tomorrow, right?
That's right.
You can, yeah.
There you go. One other local note for you soccer fans out there, Real Salt Lake hosting the Seattle Sounders tomorrow in their home opener. Why don't you guys just stay up and go to the Real game? Okay. Claret and Cobalt opened up the season with a 1-0 loss at Vancouver last weekend. Obviously, no takers on soccer from Paulie or Tara.
Hey, it'd be fun.
Yeah. The look on Paulie's face was like,
wow. I'm not a huge soccer guy, but I would still go to a Real game, but maybe not after a Mammoth game.
Okay. All right.
Separate
Might be a little
trip. Spent. Yeah, a little spent on that.
Yeah. Tough to go to one game a day. That's brutal. We've got the Cognizant down in Palm Beaches. They're playing. It's 82 degrees already.
Wow.
Down there in Palm Beach Gardens. And boy, oh boy, there was some highlights yesterday on the first round of the PGA Tour. And one of them included David Ford. Yeah. If you have been on social media, you probably saw that he made a quadruple bogey. We can roll this clip for our viewers watching on YouTube.
Shirt on this could get messy. I was going to say before he hit that.
Oh, it almost hit him in the foot.
Oh, man.
And it's in his footprint.
Yeah.
Is he going to do it again? Backspin on that. Look how low his left leg is in the water. Easy to hit that fat.
Oh, no. Is he going to stay up again?
Oh, and then it goes into an even bigger hole.
And now the drop zone is way back on the other side of the pond. So it probably took him 30 minutes to play this hole. He's got to hike.
Yeah, oh, man.
That's brutal.
And he ends up carding a 7 on the par 3, a quadruple bogey. But then he bounced back in a big way. Did you see what he did after this, Paulie?
I did, I think. I saw, or at least I saw the tweet of the holes afterwards.
Here's one of them.
Yeah, here is him. What a grinder, man. Here is Ford. He made a quad. This is moments after that. Watch this.
Now trying to do it again on back-to-back holes. This is a guy who got a 7 at 17 earlier. He gets that
He
one.
holds out from the fairway
perfectly.
twice and the bunker once for eagle, birdie, and a par. He ends up, after all said and done, shooting only 1 over par, which currently is kind of sitting right around the cut line going into the second round. So he did not let that disastrous quadruple bogey, which you don't see PGA Tour players make quads very often.
No.
Very, very, very rare that you see guys of this talent level and magnitude do something like that. But again, 1 over par. He's tied 73rd going to day 2 today, so he's still very realistically it's top 50.
Going to make the cut?
Tie. Well, we'll see. He's got to, he probably got to shoot, 1 or 200 today to guarantee he makes the cut. But scoring was not too low yesterday, except for 2 guys. Austin Smotherman shot a 62, and Nico Echevarria shot a 63. After that, there was a little bit of a dip. After the first round. Now, they're already out on the course. A ton of guys already on the course in round 2 down in Florida. Any other headlines? I know NASCAR is going to Texas, the road race. We had Chris Buescher on the show yesterday. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
It was cool.
We're going to have lots more guests, more drivers.
Yeah.
Leading up to now in Las Vegas Motor Speedway, which is Sunday, March 15th. That is the Pennzoil 400.
Yeah.
In the weeks to come, we're going to have Zane Smith. We're going to have, hopefully, Ryan Preece.
Eric Jones.
Yes. So we're going to have a ton of drivers dropping by the drive.
That's cool.
Chatting with us.
Like that.
Drivers on the drive. Yeah.
I guess they liked our interview because we sent our interview from yesterday's show to the brass at Las Vegas Motor Speedway and the PR team. And the PR guy for Chris Buescher said, hey, Ryan Preece, his teammate, he's got some media availability. You guys want Ryan? We're like, yeah, sure, we'll take Ryan. And then Jose down there at Las Vegas Motor Speedway is like, he sent us an email saying, awesome interview. Here you go. Here's a couple more next week. And so we're in, and look, we might get more other than that too. We get excited, especially the spring race. The fall race to me, we've been twice, I think, to the fall race. I always slightly prefer the spring race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway because it's so early in the NASCAR season. Everybody's got so high hopes. Everybody's jockeying for early season points and position in the standings.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
And the weather usually is
pretty good.
Pretty nice.
Pretty good.
What was that one year that it was like it was like a million degrees?
That was the fall race.
Oh, that was
the very first fall race where they had it in September and it was like 135 track temperature.
It was boiling.
Paulie was in the infield in the neon garage trying to find shade.
Oh, geez.
I was looking for a safe spot away from the sun that day. It was blazing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It was still fun. Got some sunburn though.
There you go. All right. Any other headlines? Paulie, do you want to add anything else?
Knights are playing the Caps tonight.
Ooh, my team versus your team.
That's right, buddy.
Me versus you.
That's right.
Mano.
What do we have on the line?
Man, I don't know. You just cleaned up on a free meal from me this week already.
I know. I could get used to that.
I know you could.
That was that was probably like a top 10.
That was very rare. Yeah.
Steak and a top 10 moment of Paul paying for dinner.
Yeah.
We went.
I did the unthinkable.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just surprise you too.
I mean,
you know,
he didn't pay for one meal the whole week of the state basketball tournament. I'm delivering him salads to the VRBO, but he came through in the clutch.
I did.
And I got a nice medium rare ribeye.
You did.
Ooh, it was good.
That's right. You enjoyed it, buddy, and I enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I did see one other headline. Con Knipple.
Yeah, the
set
3-point record. Yeah, I saw that.
So that's in just 59 games, most threes made in a season by a rookie ever.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
And you know when he was drafted, right there in the top. What was he, 6th, right behind Ace Bailey to Charlotte, or was he 4th, right in front of Ace Bailey?
I think he was 4th in front of Ace. Because 6th was the Wizards.
Yeah.
Took Trey Johnson.
Yeah, and you know at the time I was like, now like, would you rather you had Con Knipple or Ace Bailey? I know Ace had 23 last night, but it's an interesting debate because Con stole some headlines, played in that All-Star Showcase.
Yeah.
Ace didn't get an invite to that.
It's a valid question. I'm still in the Ace camp. I'm not going to waver, but I think Knipple's had a better rookie year for sure. So,
I agree.
That's what I would say on the debate.
I agree. All right. Those are your top stories and sports headlines. Headlines brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. I'm going to play Coral Canyon Golf Course this weekend. I'm going to get out and play, talk about it, give you a little report on how the greens are on the stimp meter.
Yeah, I like a good report.
Hopefully, I'm not reporting about how many sand saves I got, and hopefully, I'm not in the sand pits all.
That's right.
Coral Canyon Golf Course, one of my favorite courses in the world to play, right here in our backyard. Coral Canyon Golf Course. I've always loved the layout. I've always loved the backdrop. If you want to play good golf for a good price, Coral Canyon has your ticket. Fire up your next tee time by calling the pro shop. Tell them the guys and gals on the Fan Sports Network told you to stop on by. Pick up the phone and call 435-688-1700. That's 435-688-1700. You got to plan ahead if you want to get tee times. I was talking to a buddy last night at the Utah Tech game after the game. And he's like, we got to get out and play. And I'm like, are you planning ahead? He's like, I got tee times next week, the week after that, the week after that. Like once a week, he's planning ahead because as a local, if you want to go last minute and go try to play on a Friday, you can call 7 or 8 courses before you even find a tee time at 3 o'clock.
Yep.
Because we're getting into that beautiful spring weather here in St. George.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we live here. That's why we live here. John Judkins, they win it last night. Utah Tech, 6 straight home wins at the Burns Arena. They are a game back in the loss column in the WAC standings to Utah Valley, who also won last night. He will join us on the program. We'll recap last night's Utah Tech dub, and we'll give you a preview of matchup number 3 head-to-head with Southern Utah tomorrow night in Cedar City, 6:30 tip-off. Get your popcorn ready. We'll be right back with Juddy on The Drive. Welcome back, everybody. It is The Drive here on the Fan Sports Network, your home for Trailblazer basketball all season long through the postseason as well. We only got 2 games left in the regular season, and head coach of the Trailblazers, John Judkins, late at the arena last night, picking up their 6th straight home win, 85-81 over Abilene Christian. And Juddy, your voice probably sounds like mine, man, just over usage. And I didn't even think you were screaming at the officials too much last night.
No, I was yelling at the officials, yelling at my guys.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. You lose my voice after a game is pretty bad. But no, it was a fun game last night. I was proud of our guys of not giving up and keep going. We made a good run, and then they made their run. And with 6 minutes to go, it's tied. And I was just proud how our guys buckled down and figured out a way to win. We made big plays, and that's what happens in those kind of games. The teams that makes the big plays normally wins the game.
John Judkins hanging out with us here. I got a bunch of questions, but the one that comes to mind first is, what in the world did Juice Holt say? Because what his expressions were, I didn't really think was justifying a technical foul, so I'm guessing he must have said something as well. What was the explanation you got on the Juice Holt technical?
He just said, I got fouled, or that's a foul. If you watch the film, when he swept the ball, or ripped the ball, the guy grabbed his whole arm, and how he got through that and laid that in was amazing. He even did that. So that's a foul, and that's what they got him. But some of those officials we had last night, not saying names, but they're really waiting for things like that just to tee people. They love to tee people that way, and I've got one before, that same one, and it's hard. The game's that close and going like that, you got to sometimes let things go. But I've even heard some of my fans were saying that every time they said something, those refs would look over at him and stare him down, like, go ahead, say something else, and we'll see what happens. I mean, just crazy stuff. But that's like can't control. But I was proud of Juice. Did he deserve it? Probably not. But I was proud of him of keeping his head and staying in the game.
Coach, you guys were shorthanded last night, down 2 rotational pieces. And they played 12 guys. They ran 12 guys out there. 12 Wildcats saw the floor last night for at least limited minutes. What was that like, playing down 2 guys, 2 real big pieces of your team, and you see the other team just trying to basically run you out of gas? Yeah,
you could tell that was their plan. They knew that we had. I'm not sure they knew that Tanner was out, but they did know that Dario was out, and I think they, that was kind of their game plan. So, good for them. Glad our guys hung in. But you are, when they made their run, I called that one time. I said, "Guys, come on, man, we got to hang in there." Our guys were just like, "Dude, Coach, I'm tired. I'm dead tired." And so today will be not a day we do anything really too specific. We're just going to be watching film, try to get our guys ready. But yeah, you're right. They did that. And then also I was proud of Dallin and Preston. Those guys haven't played for a long time, and they came in and gave us a few minutes. Dallin got a bucket on an out-of-bounds play, and Preston did some stuff right before half. So we got to have to use them a little bit. I was trying to use my timeouts a little different to trying to save our guys. But, man, we only really played with 6 guys, maybe even 7 at the most, and those guys played with 12. So it was tough. But now we'll get Dario back, and I'm not sure about Tanner. We'll see today where he's at, and hopefully he can be ready to go as well.
Yeah, what was your reaction last night when you saw, Cal Baptist winning at home, and then you saw UVU hanging on to win at home? Was probably no surprises that those teams won on their home court?
Yeah, those guys are playing well. Tarleton's a little scary because the Johnson kid did play last night. He came back, hasn't played for a month, and now all of a sudden he's playing and he's leading our league in scoring. He had 24, I think, again last night. So that was a big win for Utah Valley. And so we, like I said before, Dev, with other guys, is we can't worry about other teams. We just got to worry about ourselves. And we got 2 left, and we got to, if we go out and win those 2 games, we'll be in great shape. And so we those guys play each other. Cal Baptist and Utah Valley play each other, and we play Utah Valley next Saturday. And so we're excited. I think good things could happen. We got to just take care of business It starts tomorrow at SU.
I mean, Coach, have you allowed yourself? I know you're a one practice, one day at a time, one game plan at a time, Coach. I know it's tough on those Thursdays, Saturdays, because you got to turn around and get ready so quickly between games. But have you allowed yourself to dream about what it would feel like if this was the team that got the first opportunity ever to punch their ticket to the NC2A tournament?
Oh, that'd be great. I mean, we've always talked about it. That's always your goal and your dream, like you said. It's just you can't get there unless you do the small stuff, and you got to do the one game at a time, like you said. It's kind of like setting goals. You can't. I want to be a millionaire and expect to be a millionaire tomorrow. You got to work towards it. That's kind of what we're doing. But it's always been a dream. It's always been something in our mind, and our guys have talked about it. And that's what we said is beginning of the year was, hey, we got to win that conference tournament. That's the only way we can get to the NCAA tournament is win the conference tournament. So that's been our goal from day one, and we're trying to get better every game, and I think our guys have been doing that.
You had a 7-win season last year. It was a down year. There's no other way to slice it. But you guys could have a 20-win regular season this year. It could be a huge turnaround. You've already guaranteed yourself at least a 3 seed or better in WAC Vegas. So you gotta love waking up on a Friday morning looking at the body of work so far, and yet, like you said, still the huge mountain to climb. But of all the years to do it, Juddy, with Grand Canyon, Seattle, you bouncing out of the WAC, the door is open.
Yeah. Well, we thought that when it first started with Grand Canyon, those guys left. We thought, hey, we got a chance to do something this next year, and our recruiting, we kind of used that to our pitch for our recruiting. Hey, we got a chance to do that, and these guys, they're not dumb. They see what they're doing, and they know they got a chance to get to the NCAA tournament, and that's what they want to do. That's why I think Ethan Potter came here, and I think some other guys came here because of that as well. So you're right. We saw that window open, and we thought, hey, let's see what we can do, and so far it's been good. It really has.
Ethan Potter, 4 Player of the Week awards in the WAC this year. Might have his chance for another one if he follows up last night's performance with a good one tomorrow night at SUU. But, Coach, his hook shot, how, did you have a hook shot? Did you ever play with a teammate in the old days in the Aggieville it's uncanny from the baseline, from the 6 foot all the way out to about the 16-foot range. It is so deadly.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy because, like you said, sometimes he shoots them a little further out than I want him to. If it's in the key or on the block, I think it's automatic, and now he's shooting those a little outside there. It's amazing because people know it's coming, and they know the scout. I guarantee the scout is, he shoots over his left shoulder, right hook, be ready for it, but he does a really good job of setting it up. And, he has some counter moves. He's been working on those too as well. But I think a lot of people think, oh, he's not going to shoot that. He's too far out, and then here it goes. So he's really worked on that. He spent a lot of time in the gym, practicing that and working on that. And he's got confidence it's going to go, and so do we. And he's playing really well for us right now.
Coach, obviously the next game up on the slate up in Cedar City against the T-Birds, who have lost 4 out of 5. But we know every time in this rivalry game, it's going to be tight. It's going to be a raucous environment. What's the team's feel on their first trip to Cedar City this year after beating the T-Birds twice at home?
We'll find out today when we talk to them about it. But no, Cedar's playing really well. Watching their last 2 games because they were on the road with us in Texas, and we saw their games. They should have won some of those. They were ahead most of the way in those games. The Arlington game was surprising. They shot 50% from the 2s and 70% from the 3s, and they lost. They shot the ball extremely well. They just had too many turnovers late in the game and so on. So they're playing a lot better than the first time we played them and the second time we played them. We know they're a better team now, and we also feel we are as well. But they had a whole week off. They didn't play yesterday, so I know they prepared for us all week long, and we got to know that. We got to be ready, and like I said, they're playing very well. They played us great the last game. And so we got to have our A game. There's no question for that. It's always going to be a fun night up. I know it's going to be crowded. I know we got a bus going up there with students, and it's just going to be a fun atmosphere. So we're really, really excited.
they're sitting there in fifth, tied for fifth with Abilene Christian at 5-10. So they still have seeding to play for. I mean, they don't want to fall down in the seeding. I mean, do you let yourself look at scenarios as you get towards the end of the season? Here's who we could match up against in the conference tournament. Is that something behind the scenes you guys are already prepping for?
I do that with other sports. I don't really do that with us, but I've done that with my Vikings. Saying, hey, we got to play Seahawks.
There you go.
We got a blue so we could beat the Seahawks. No, you don't really do that. Again, Dev, you want to win every game. You really do. But also you want to prepare yourself, like you said, for the tournament and keep everybody healthy and all those things. But again, the way this league is in the WAC, I'm telling you, anybody can beat anybody any night, and it's scary. So even if you do take first place, you got a chance to lose that first night. It's that close in the WAC. So we just want to play our best and give it everything we got, and if we do that, we feel our chances are good.
The hero Chance Trujillo. I mean, what can't this kid do? He's the bulldog. He's gritty. He just brings the energy to the court every time he steps onto it. How about 9 of 11, including 6 of 8 from downtown last night, 4 dimes, 2 boards, only 2 turnovers. He played 37 minutes and dropped 24 points.
Yeah, he played well. In fact, he would have had another 3 if he wouldn't have stepped out of bounds the first play of the second half. He had a wide open 3 in the corner. But, yeah, he's playing well. He's shooting well. His confidence is there. We're playing him at the point a little bit and at the off guard. He's doing him and Juice are kind of rotating out those positions, and it's great. He's a tough kid, and that's why we recruited him. That's why we want him. We felt he could do this kind of stuff, and he's been playing really well right now for us.
Yeah. What's he like to coach? Is he just like we see him during games and practice and behind the scenes?
What do you think you see? Well, tell me what you see.
A little bulldog. He's
a dog. He brings a spark.
Ton of energy, like gritty competitor, like not backing down from anybody, including 7-foot centers.
Yeah, you're right. You're right on the track. The other day we put him, it's been a while back, we put him on the red team or the white team or whatever. We had the starters on the white and we had him on the red, and he kind of took that personally and said, "Come on, let's go." And he made those red guys go out there and win. It's just, he's a leader. He's a tough kid. He's very coachable. You can talk to him. Sometimes he even has some pretty good ideas and timeouts. He'll say, "Hey, what about this or what about that?" Well, that's a good idea. Let's try that. And I love that. I love that we want to listen to our players. They're out there on the court. They see things maybe we don't. Sometimes they want to do things for themselves, but he's not that way. He's a team guy. Like when he won the player of the game, or we call it, he says, "It's not me, guys. It's a team," and that's just how he is.
Yeah.
He wins the team, he loses the team, and he's fun. He's one of the funnest guys to coach because he's so intense and he's so locked in.
Yeah. Snow College, first year with Juddy, career high 24. 3 weeks ago, he had a career high 22 against UT Arlington.
Keeps topping.
Yeah. And then he topped it again last night. And he probably, like Juddy said, he should have had 27. His heel was on the boundary there.
Well, and he missed his 101. He should have made those. Those last ones he missed. But again, he's a guy I would like to have at the line right there late in the game. He missed, him and Juice both missed one that kind of surprised me. But he's playing well.
Yeah, I still like your strategy to foul when you're up 3, though. I still think you've done that forever, Coach, in most situations. Not every situation, but you know what I'm talking about. I've been around the program long enough to know, and it worked out pretty well. But it was a little closer at the end than probably you thought it should have been.
We make our foul shots. That doesn't happen. But, our guys, I was really happy our guys were paying. They're locked in. We knew what to do. Obviously, the guy that was shooting the foul shot has got to make it, but the other 4 knew what we'll do. If he made both, we're up 4. We're not fouling. If he makes 3, we're going to foul. After it comes across half. The thing now, Dev, it's a little bit harder that I used to. We used to always foul up 3, and now it's a little bit harder because they get that extra step for a continuation, and so you got to be really careful, and you got to be smart when you did it. And Britt did it perfectly last night, and it worked out exactly what we wanted to.
Again, tomorrow night, not a big break. One day off today. Juddy said they're going to watch some film. They'll get up to Cedar City tomorrow. The Spirit bus is rushing up to Iron County as well. So, Juddy, give me this. Give me your take on how tough it is to beat a team 3 times. This is not a normal conference season.
Yeah. Again, it's hard to beat a team twice. It's not always three, but for some reason the media and everybody, whoever writes that up, so you can never beat a team 3 times. You can. We've already done it twice now, but it's hard. It is hard. Sometimes I think guys come in thinking, "Oh, we beat them twice. We could beat them again," and you can't. And they're using that against us too as well. So, if we feel we can, we're going to do everything we can to do it. But it's tough to beat anybody, especially on their home court. In our league, we always say that you have to win at home, and you got to at least split on the road. And our plan is to go up and get one, but we know they're going to give everything they got to win at home. They play well up there. I mean, they beat Utah Valley. They beat some really good teams. So we have to be ready to go.
Love it. Tomorrow night, 6:30, up at the America First Event Center, the AFEC as they call it. Coach Jeter and the Thunderbirds hosting Coach Judkins and the Trailblazers. Get on up to Cedar City for the tip-off. If you can't make the game, Spencer McLaughlin will have the call on ESPN Plus, but we'll have the radio call if you're out and about on your Saturday night. Rod Zundel will bring it to you right here on the Fan Sports Network. Juddy, rest that voice up so you can get after it tomorrow night. Go get them, and can't wait to hear from you next week. We'll hear from you next Tuesday night for the Coaches Show going into the final week of the regular season.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, John Judkins, everybody, gracious enough to stop by early morning after a huge win at the Burns Arena. 6 straight wins now at home. 11 wins, 5 losses. They are rolling right along. 18 wins on the season. Paulie, 2 wins away from a 20-win regular season for Coach Judkins heading into WAC Vegas. And if that happens, they're going to be the number 1 seed.
Yeah, they clinched a top 3 seed last night.
Correct.
So pretty cool that that's already done, but still a lot of work to be handled here for Utah Tech Hoops. So looking forward to these next couple games.
Going to be fun. All right, quick break, come back, big finish on a Friday. We'll recap the week. We'll get you ready for the weekend. Let's go. Back at it here on the Fan Sports Network. Show today brought to you by Soda Weight Loss.
Yeah, that's right. And who's tired of quick fixes that always fail? Shots that cost a fortune every month, the Ozempic, the Trizepatides. There's a lot of them out there, and they keep you hooked forever. Not anymore. This is your moment. Spring is here, and summer is coming fast, and that's swimsuit season. If you wait till June, you're already behind. Start today with Soda Weight Loss and drop 20, 30, even 40 pounds or more in just 3 short months. No hunger, no injections, no pills, no lifetime dependency. Thousands of real people have done it. Nearly 9,000 glowing Google reviews, massive before and afters. Clients dropping 50, 80, even 100 plus pounds and keeping it off. And right now, join today and your partner, they join for free. 2 transformations, 1 price. Double the motivation, double the wins. Hold each other accountable and step into summer confident, lighter, stronger together. Don't get trapped by paying Big Pharma forever. Invest in yourself once. Learn how to eat right, feel amazing, save thousands, and keep the weight off for good. Join us for a short time to have results that last a lifetime. Call now, 866-800-SOTA. That's 866-800-SODA or sodaweightloss.com to speak with a nutritionist today.
Good stuff. Pollyanna fitness journey, letting go of a few LBs.
13 last month.
Keep
so
up the good work.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a great program. You've been really locked into this.
Yeah, it's worked better for me than most diets that I've ever done.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I haven't had success really with any diet that's had long-term sustainable success, and I'm thinking that this will be the golden goal as far as weight loss programs.
It's great. It's great. Keep up the good work. Final segment for us here on a Friday. Been a fun week this week.
Yeah.
I mean, just emptying the tank every single morning. We've, turned the corner from our basketball coverage. We were up in Ogden all last week through Saturday. Got back, jumped right into it. Had our baseball media day on Wednesday. We've been giving you a couple little clips per show, but if you want to go watch your favorite team, hear from the coach, select players, just head over to our website, thefansportsnetwork.com. And, of course, you can also watch it all on our Fan Sports Network YouTube page as well. High school baseball play-by-play will be coming in a few weeks.
Yeah.
We'll get you some games, and then once region play fires up, we'll be bringing you at least minimum 2 games every single week, all the way through the state tournament, where we will actually be partnering and be the exclusive home on KSL Sports for the entire tournament. We will be producing, shooting that, and providing all the commentary for the entire 4A state baseball tournament in May. So really excited to have that opportunity again this year to not only give it to you on the radio, but to show it to you statewide on KSL.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got some breaking news.
I love breaking news. We have the breaking
do.
news sounder, like the beep, 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 beep. I can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
I can
I like
do it.
when
I'm
you
not
do
as
it.
good
I like
as
when you
Tara.
do it.
Let me find it.
Tara's got the best breaking news sounders, though.
But I like yours.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
There we go. That's good.
Yeah, I wasn't even close to that. I'm like, I was like doing Morse code tapping or something.
How about this from Pete Thamel 21 minutes ago? Tarleton State is expected to formally announce this morning that men's basketball coach Billy Gillespie will not return next year. They're expected to run a full national search for a new head coach.
Yeah. Yep, not surprised by that. The health, the age.
He wasn't on the sidelines for most of the year this year, right?
Just early on.
Yeah.
Just early on, and then and I don't know all the details health-wise. I don't know what exactly the problem is, but that's not a shocking headline given the circumstances.
Yeah, probably not.
I saw Warren Sapp left too.
I think he got relieved of his duties.
Did he get relieved? Is that what happened? I just saw that he was out.
I think he was let go.
Yeah.
Really, Dion cut Sapp, huh?
Let me look. I want to make sure of that, but I saw that
But
this
back
morning
to Billy
too.
for a second. I mean, he's been at Tarleton State since 2020, and it's just ongoing health issues is kind of the reason why he's not going to come back. He underwent a successful kidney transplant, but that was back in 2018. But he's had to take multiple leaves of absence in 23, 24, and now, of course, 25, 26. So this is an ongoing thing. So I think the school, you've got to have a guy, you got to have the stability, you got to be able to go to work every single day.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think it's probably in the best interest of Billy and his health and the best interest of Tarleton State to move forward.
But that's some whack news for you.
I mean, they were 25-10 in that 23-24 season, even with him missing some time. That was their best season.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good record in the
I mean, everybody knows Billy Glass because he was at Texas A&M, Kentucky. I think he had a stop at Texas Tech as well.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to watch the WAC coaches because we've seen Bryce Drew in the WAC. We've seen Billy Gillespie, which are two totally different trajectories.
Right.
Like Bryce Drew is still an up and comer trying to find the next big job. He's probably turned down a lot of offers at Grand Canyon as far as bigger schools, Power 4 schools. I would assume so with his record at Grand Canyon. I would think that he had some offers and he's not getting any offers. I mean, he's a good coach, really good coach. And Grand Canyon's been to the tournament a few times.
I don't know anything about his pay structure. I don't know anything about that.
I know that Power 4 schools could beat out Grand Canyon money. He's had the opportunity to leave, but he's stayed loyal to them. So I find
that's documented, or is that Paul conjecture?
We're going to assume Bryce Drew's never gotten an offer from a Power 4 school.
Yeah.
Is that what we're assuming?
Why wouldn't he take the money?
I mean, he's loyal to Grand Canyon. Like I said, it's rare. Most coaches dip after one good season at a smaller mid-major school, but he has stayed loyal. Bryce Drew has. I mean, that's one thing you can say about him.
What about Juddy?
I mean, he hasn't won the WAC a few times like Bryce Drew, and won conference titles at the D1 level. So I don't know that.
I don't know what you're talking about, though, because if I'm not mistaken, Bryce Drew was the Vanderbilt coach before he went to Grand Canyon, was he not?
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure he was already in a Power 4 conference and then went the other way to Grand Canyon. Now has helped them make the jump. I mean, this is a
Maybe
program.
A Vanderbilt assistant. I'm pretty sure he wasn't the head coach.
Look it up.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Yeah. I'll put a dinner on it if you don't believe me.
Well, Google's good to you.
Google's good to me.
Google,
yeah, he flamed out of Vanderbilt, didn't he? He was the head
he was
coach.
the head coach.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ding,
Thank
ding
you.
for Devin. Yeah.
Yeah, sizzle.
Yeah, I don't know where you were going with that because he was at one and then went to Grand Canyon. And the trajectory of Grand Canyon has been, we've seen it firsthand. So I understand what you're saying. You're saying he's done a really good job at Grand Canyon.
And to still be at Grand Canyon is surprising. But I guess the flame out at Vanderbilt probably led to that. Him being stuck at Grand Canyon for a while.
What's the guy down there in Phoenix that used to own the, oh my gosh, is it Paul Westfall?
I'm not sure where.
Oh, my goodness. I'm drawing a blank. The Grand Canyon actually has some pretty big money behind that university.
I'm sure they have money, but they're not. If he succeeds at Grand Canyon the way he has,
he'll get another shot.
He'll get a better job.
Say he goes to the tournament again.
Mountain West is not ACC, Big Ten, whatever. It's not. So it's far from it. So,
I understand that, but right now, at least the Mountain West is projected to get 3 teams into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. A few years ago, they got 5 or 6, if I remember right. New Mexico, Utah State, Boise State, Colorado State. They had a much better year.
Yeah.
This is a down year in the Mountain West.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, Utah State's 13-4. San Diego State's tied with them now atop the standings after they beat them head-to-head earlier this week.
That's right.
New Mexico's 12-5. Nevada's having a good year, 11-6, and Grand Canyon's at 11-6. Grand Canyon is doing better than Colorado State, Boise State, UNLV, Wyoming, Fresno State, San Jose State, and Air Force. I know Air Force's basketball team is not good, but the point is they're a top 5 team instantly in their first season in the Mountain West. That's a pretty smooth transition, if you ask me, and I think Bryce Drew deserves some of that credit.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does. And like I said, I'm just shocked that he's still at Grand Canyon. You
think he's a really good coach?
I think he's a really good coach, and I just think that he should have probably gotten another shot. I didn't
Is it
know
because
he was
of his age? Because John Judkins is a really good coach. Are you shocked that he's still at Utah Tech?
Not shocked as much as I would be with Bryce Drew. But I still think that Coach Judkins, if he wanted to, could get a better job than Utah Tech. You know, if he went out there
sometimes
and
you love
looked.
where you live, your family.
Yeah, that's right.
Is integrated in the community. You know, you got kids in school. You know, there are jobs and coaches that are clearly trying to climb the ladder.
Yes.
And then there's guys that like, I am a head coach at the Division I level, and I love my job, and I could be here for the rest of my life.
Yes, and Bryce Drew is
That's why I was
51 years old.
He's not that old.
He's not that old, so he's still got time.
I remember Bryce Drew hooping it up in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Scott Drew and Homer Drew, that is a basketball family.
Base salary is only $1.3 million, though. That's what I mean with Power 4 versus mid-major. His salary would
1.3
almost
still
triple.
sounds pretty good to me.
It's good, but he could triple that at a bigger school.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
so.
he was clearly the highest paid coach in the Western Athletic Conference before they left. and
Absolutely.
probably making 8, 9 times more than the rest
Big
of the
fish
coaches.
in a small pond. You know, now I think it's time for him to make the jump, but he's happy at Grand Canyon.
They have Utah State tomorrow
big
night.
game. Big game.
You'll see Bryce Drew up in Cache Valley taking on Utah State. That'll be one to watch for. I have interest in that game.
Yeah, me too.
I have interest in that game. Yeah. BYU is at West Virginia. I know you have interest in that one. That one.
Yeah, that's fun.
On Fox.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
1:30.
3:30 Mountain Time.
Oh, 3:30. Okay. So 5:30 Eastern. That's a weird start time. All right. But I think that BYU is probably going to win that one. West Virginia kind of leaking oil right now. After the Utah loss at home, the Oklahoma State overtime loss, they've been struggling. So I think this is kind of ripe for the picking for the Cougars to win this game. Should get a road quad 2 win. I think that's where the Mountaineers are. They're in the quad 2. So should be a impactful win for BYU.
Yeah. Utah has Arizona State tomorrow, 1:30. That one on TNT or True TV. Of course,
Maybe Bryce Drew can take over at Arizona State. 'Cause Bobby Hurley's getting fired.
we've talked about him being on the hot seat for a while.
He's
now.
going to get ousted after this year.
Young team. It's been rough.
Yeah. What are they? Bottom of the Big 12?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or second to last.
Second to last, somewhere in there. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I don't memorize the bottom of the standing. Sorry.
I'm checking it right now.
But
I'm pretty sure they're
Utah
really low.
Tech, of course, again, we've talked about it a lot today, but if you just tuned in, had Coach Judkins on the show this hour talking about the win last night and the matchup with Coach Jeter and the Thunderbirds tomorrow, 6:30 up at the AFEC.
Big game.
Get on up there. In fact, I might even cruise on up tomorrow night, see if my wife wants to go to a game. I will not be working that game, and it's short drive, so maybe I'll head up for the Feud on 15, as I like
that
to call it. Make a little date night. Go get some Centro Pizza up there in Cedar City and jump down over to the AFAC. If you can't make the game, Spencer McLaughlin will have the ESPN call on ESPN Plus. We'll have our radio coverage on your home of the Trailblazers for every single men's basketball game. Rod Zundel will anchor the coverage in that pregame right around 6:15 tomorrow night. I'm not going to have you rate the show today, Paulie, but I would love for you to rate the week of
rate
shows.
the week.
We've had a very busy week this week, I feel like.
All
and we're
right.
only going to get busier because we're going to start ramping up our March Madness talk, and our March Madness promotions are coming. The Road to the Finals promotion, where we put the listeners into the bracket. The further they go, the bigger the prize package they win. We're going to be firing that up next week as well. So really getting excited. Selection Sunday is just a couple of weeks away. It is
it's getting
happening
there.
really quick.
It's going to be amazing. Conference tournament starting early next month. For the week, man, it's been a fun week. I really enjoyed the shows Monday through Friday this week. So I'm going to go 9-7 for the week. I don't think we've graded it this way before, but I like this. A new little added element.
Yeah. Tara?
Hey, yeah, I'm going to go pretty high, 9-8.
Woo!
Wow, she topped me.
She topped you. Yeah.
Having Chris on the show, that was
Topped you like
epic.
the U.S. men's and women's hockey team, the best
yeah.
around.
Yep.
Thank you to all of our great sponsors. Game Day Men's South, Prime IV, Soda Weight Loss, One Health, Zag, Coral Canyon Golf Course, Finley Hyundai. We'll see you. Have a great weekend, everybody. We out of here.